Hello guys, this is your leader Josh. I'm just going to go over a few war videos here. We're going to talk about what was good about the attacks, what was bad, and look at why that certain strategy was able to get the 3-star. Start off here with an attack by Yoder. Alright, so what he decided to do was was a golaloon. It's a very good attack strategy for Town Hall 9. What he's going to do first is send this one golem in from the CC, along with a few wizards and the king and queen. The goal is to get the air defense, the queen, and the CC troops. Luckily this war they didn't fill the CC clan castles, so it made it a little easier to do these advanced war attack strategies. I'll fast forward a little bit. I'll play through it a little bit and then I'll break down the next portion of the attack. Going pretty well here. Create a nice funnel with the wizards, so now the king and queen go right for where he needs them to go. Rages the king early, so he goes and gets the queen. Alright, and then as soon as the queen goes down, I'm going to pause it here. He has 3 lava hounds and 16 balloons. So he's going to work his way, I believe he works counterclockwise or clockwise along the base. So he's going to send a couple lava hounds at this air defense and sprinkle some balloons in behind it and rage them along. And as soon as this air defense goes down, he's going to send his last lava hound in at this air defense with a couple more balloons to back it up. And then he's just going to rage the balloons across the base. Alright, I'll hit play and we'll watch how he does it. See, 2 lava hounds over here, and he's going to just back everything up with some balloons. The lava hounds take out all the air traps for him, so the balloons stay untouched as they run across the base. It doesn't matter that his king and queen died, their job is done. See right here where these balloons go for the center to take out the expo, since the expo is pointed at ground only. That helps a lot. That makes these kind of bases really susceptible to golaloon attacks because they can't get the second portion of the attack. From this point, it's over. There's so many pups and balloons all over this base. He's got a haste left over, just the king roaming around the middle of the base, but the king can't stop anything. He can't get the balloons or pups. I'll fast forward, it's just over. Nice thing about these attacks is the pups start cleaning up as soon as the lava hounds bust. Alright, we'll go to our next attack. The next one I was going to highlight Strong here. Strong had a 6-star war, so I figured I'd show one of his attacks. Strong here is just going to come in with a regular gowipe. For Town Hall 8, it's a pretty good attack for a 3-star now because there's the 30 seconds added, so you don't run out of time as much. So we'll start along and I'll comment along the way. Here, Strong, if there was CC troops, he would have took them out right there. So we're just going to start with his golems here. Nice wide spread on the golems, that's nice. It distracts all these defenses up along this first wall with the golems. So your wizards, P.E.K.K.A.s, can go in there and start taking stuff out. I like how he sends the wizards here in staggered. He sends a group and then he waits, and then another group and then he waits. That means that all of his wizards won't be taken out by one single giant bomb. He might lose a few here or there, but the main group will not be taken out all by the same bomb. That can totally ruin the raid. Right here, stuff's just making its way through. He lost his king, but he got a lot for his king, so it's okay that he lost it. Waiting on that last rage. There it is. Those raged wizards take that expo out so quick. Strong's a Town Hall 8, and he just took out it was a brush Town Hall 10, but it was a Town Hall 10 with an expo, and he's going to take it out without a problem. He's still got 2 full golems up, tanking for him. All those wizards are going to make this cleanup a lot easier. 2 P.E.K.K.A.s still going. Alright, just a couple cannons left over. Those 2 golems will step up and take the fire for those wizards. There we are. At this point it's over. I'll fast forward. Alright, very nice, Strong. Our last attack for this first video that I'm doing is going to come from Striznez. Alright, so first of all, I'll say this is a cleanup video. Striz knew where the bombs were, which is the key thing for knowing how your hog attack is going to go. So knowing where these where the giant bombs were makes this attack it's a lot easier to predict where things are going to go. So right here between the air defense and the wizard tower, he knows there's 2 giant bombs. And 2 giant bombs, no matter what level hogs you have, even if it's under a heal, kills all your hogs. So he knows he's got to take those 2 giant bombs out for his hogs to make it through the base. And as soon as those 2 giant bombs are taken out, the rest of the base should be pretty easy because he'll have 2 heals left over for all his hogs. So what he decides to do is to make a giant hole with the earthquakes, send his golems, some Valks, and the wizards to funnel, and his king as well, in, and those troops' goal is just to get to that double giant bomb spot. And once that double giant bomb spot gets set off, then he's just going to sprinkle some hogs in, heal them up, and it should be a pretty easy fight. We'll watch how he does it. Alright, so he drops in the 4 earthquake, 1 donated to him, 3 of his own. See how he uses these wizards not as the attacking force, but to make the funnel. Those are to make sure that his king and the Valkyries don't walk around the base. And then he backs him up with a few wizards. So once everything's going in, he's just waiting on it, making sure everything gets to where it's supposed to go. And even, see, there goes the double giant bombs. So I'll pause it here. He's got 75% of the base left to go, with 21 hogs, along with 5 in the clan castle and 2 heals. But he knows there's only 1 giant bomb left in the base. So he's just going to heal the hogs early and often and let them go throughout the base. He's going to send a couple at each defense. So he sent 3 or 4 at that one, 3 or 4 at the archer tower, 3 or 4 at the other archer tower. So now he's got all the hogs down. And when you spread them out like that, it makes it so you don't lose all of them at once. You can't lose all of them at once if they're just deployed over almost half the base. So they're working their way around. He can put another heal spell down to cover that giant bomb that just went off. No big deal. He still had another pack of them over here, even if he would have lost those ones. They're going to get over to the last archer tower. Get over, take out those skeletons that were beating on him the whole fight. And from here on out, it's just cleanup. Everything's down. The only thing I could critique him on here is if he would have saved 1 wizard to help clean up, it could have gone a lot smoother. Well, there wouldn't be as much time wasted. But it didn't really it didn't bite him in the butt here. He got it done. Alright, guys. Good war this last fight, or this last war. They didn't really show much of a fight for us, so hopefully our next war is a little bit of a more challenge. I'd like to see some more of these 3-star strategies used. Alright, this is Josh signing off.